Y'all, it's Sean here again. I thought I would come to you guys today with a video of sort of kind of an advice video of how I sell my dolls and how I promote the dolls. I couldn't find many videos or information about the best way, the safest way to sell dolls online. I've seen a couple of things, but it's basically just to make sure that you don't send out a doll before you get paid, which is, for me, I feel like that's common sense. So I'm going to tell you the different ways that I go about selling a doll, because my Easton that I sold and my Cherish that I repainted that I sold were not the first dolls that I've sold or resold. The first doll I resold was actually the Avery that I had. I talked about her in another video about kits that I don't like. I ended up not liking her at all. There was no flaws. She was beautifully painted, but like I said, I hated the sculpt. So I resold her. And so the first thing you're gonna need if you're trying to sell a doll, the safest way, you're gonna need a PayPal account. PayPal is very effective in receiving money over the internet. A lot of other sites that I'm going to tell you about actually go through PayPal. So yeah, you definitely need a PayPal if you want to sell, in my opinion. And then, so I'm going to go through the steps that I take when I'm listing a doll or trying to get at people to want to buy a doll. So first thing I do is I make a post on the Bountiful Baby discourse. I will link that in the description below, but that's where I first go because I trust those people in the discourse community. For the most part, I know those are real people and they're interested in, obviously, dolls. So I go there first. I make a post in the selling section, listing the doll and talking about the doll there. And then, just to save on cost, then from the discourse community, because posting there is free, then I go on to the Facebook Marketplace. The Facebook Marketplace is great because you can list pretty much anything there, and it doesn't cost money to make your listings. And that's important if you're trying to make a good profit or you're trying to make some of your money back. The Facebook Marketplace will not take your money. So I post the dolls there, and that way if someone's local, they don't even have to pay shipping. They could just come pick up the doll. Saves them money, saves me money. So from the Facebook, I also go onto the Facebook buy and sell groups. They have a lot of buy and sell groups for Reborns, and some of these groups have over 20,000 people on them. So I cross-post the doll there, so I will post the same doll to like 3 different Reborn buy and sell groups just to increase the amount of people that will see the doll and be interested in the doll. So I do that. That's my my third step. And then after that, if after a couple days, if I'm not getting any response from either the discourse community or the marketplace or any of the buy and sell groups on Facebook, then I will go ahead and make an eBay listing. I do not like making eBay listings because anyone can bid, anyone can try to buy. However, I've definitely been scammed with my Cherish doll. I actually repainted her before with less painting on her and tried to list her on eBay, and I was scammed by 2 different people who, one ended up having fake positive feedback, and then the other just never paid. So you have to definitely be careful about who you let bid or who you end up accepting as the buyer on eBay, because they will not pay and they will be fake buyers. And like I said, I learned that the hard way. But I now have in my description of my eBay sellings, if you have less than 5 feedback points, and you don't message me beforehand to let me know that you're a real person, I will block your bid, because I don't have time to waste anymore and go through that whole process, because then you have to figure out how to fix that sold doll. eBay is weird. I don't know how to explain it really well, but when it says you sold the doll and the buyer doesn't pay, you have to figure out how to relist the doll without making it seem like that doll was already bought. So you got to be careful with eBay. That's the conclusion of all that. And then if eBay, meanwhile, like while a doll is bidding on eBay, or if a doll isn't getting any bids on eBay, I'll go ahead and make a Mercari. It's it's kind of like Let It Go. It's kind of like a Let It Go type app. You get it on your phone, make an account. Now, I don't like Mercari. It's my last resort. It's usually like the last thing I do, because they take a large percentage of your sales out. So when I do put them on Mercari, I will make the price of the doll a little bit higher, just so that I can still make the money back that I need to make. But that's pretty much all the steps I go through. I can't think of anything else that I do with the dolls. What I will also do a lot of times, if I'm trying to get more business interest or more people interested in Reborns in general, I take my dolls out. I take my dolls out thrift shopping. I take my dolls out to just all around the town that I'm in. And it obviously, they get a lot of interest, and especially if you are at like a Walmart or a thrift shop where there's a lot of people shopping. They get a lot of interest. People are like, oh my gosh, I thought that was a real baby, of course. So it gets a lot of attention. They get a lot of attention, and people want to know more about them. People want to know more about me. So it's like kind of free marketing in a way for the community, and just for me in general as someone who's beginning to try to paint dolls. So that's another way I get exposure. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed these tips, and I hope you found them helpful when you're going to sell a doll online. It's very difficult to do, and there's a lot of people out there who will try to scam you. So just be careful, and I hope you have a great time trying to sell your dolls. Alright, I wish you guys the best, and I hope you're having a good Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.